Om. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Om. Blessed Self, Adorations. Katha Upanishad, The Mystery of the Soul. Mantra number 5, day 43. Katha Upanishad translated into English by Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj of Yoga Research Foundation, Miami, Florida. Our humble Sashtang pranams at the holy lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev. May thy blessings be showered upon each and every aspirant. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. So mantra number 4, when we ended in our last session, the last paragraph is about the 3 states of waking, dream and deep sleep. This is, deep sleep is Turiya. The transcendental state is the absolute sleep, absolute self. That's the 4th part of it. So when the veil of ignorance is removed, one realizes that which sustains the 3 states of consciousness, waking, dream and deep sleep. So once that is realized, this Turiya, the transcendental state, is the absolute self. So having realized this self, one does not entertain the illusions of doership and enjoyership. The self is beyond action and its fruits. This limited notion, I am the doer of so many deeds and I am the enjoyer of the various pleasures of the world, automatically creates limited impressions, Malina Vasana, so which gives rise to grief. When the ego sense is dissolved by the light of knowledge, one goes beyond all forms of grief. So the ego has to be uprooted also, together with the senses. The senses that drags you doesn't mean you stop smelling, you stop tasting food and you stop. Oh, it's not that. It's about the senses that take you to the downward spiral. You enjoy it so much that you forget spirituality, you forget to pray, you don't spend time towards the positive side of spiritual side. So you are more attracted to the worldly enjoyments, and these are the senses that drag you downwards. That is not creating good karma, but it drags you away from the positive path. So these are the senses that needs to be dragged away from any type of harm. So mantra number 5 begins with Lord Yama is telling Nachiketas, he who knows this Atman, the honey taster, the giver of life to all, and the ruler of past, present and future, as his innermost self, he fears no more, he does not condemn anyone. So furthermore, Gurudev explains, the individual soul experiences pleasure from the objects of the world according to its karmas. The objects themselves have no inherent happiness in them. The bliss of the self reflects through the desires of the mind and is superimposed on the objects for a fleeting moment, just passing by little bit of that moment. The self is the honey of bliss. The objects of the world derive sweetness from the self through the veil of illusion. So the objects of the world derives sweetness from the self through the veil of illusion. Just as a bee gathers nectar from different flowers and converts it into honey, so the discerning intellect of a yogi recognizes the bliss of the self manifesting in numerous objects of the world. Having withdrawn his mind from the multiplicity of names and forms, he converts the diverse appearances of pleasure into the intuitive ocean of bliss. Happiness derived from the objects of the world is finite, means it is limited. That which is finite is conditioned by the past, present, and future. But the happiness revealed in the self by the eradication of ignorance is infinite, forever. It is the true nature of happiness and bliss. Whoever attains the realization of the blissful self has no need to run after the transient conditions of the world process in order to drink the illusory waters of that mirage. So the world process, the enjoyments, whatever, the temporary, little momentarily that happens, the joy is just like the mirage in the desert. Illusory waters of that mirage in the desert where we run after seems like there is water, but when you go there is no water. Having experienced the non-duality of the self, he becomes absolutely fearless. Wherever there is duality, there is fear. Mine and thine. No fearful occasion can arise in the self which is non-dual. Like my soul, my Atman, is the same as yours and is the same as of all birds, all animals, all worms. That soul comes from that one, the supreme consciousness. Not that the birds come from somewhere, birds' souls come from somewhere else. Human beings' souls come from somewhere else. No, all are same. It comes from that one source. So having experienced the non-duality of the self, he becomes absolutely fearless. Wherever there is duality, there is fear. No fearful occasion can arise in the self which is non-dual, eternal and infinite. Thus, by attaining self-realization, one goes beyond the world of sorrow, fear, and insecurity. Such a person sees the self in all and all in the self. Therefore, he does not condemn anyone. He becomes the very embodiment of cosmic love. Where there is bliss, there is fullness. Where there is fullness, there cannot be negative mentations such as sorrow, hatred, fear, jealousy, and violence. mantra number 6. He arose before water and the other elements in the form of Hiranyagarbha, cosmic mind. So before the water, earth, the 5 elements, before the water, earth, air, fire, ether, before all these came, Lord came in the form of Hiranyagarbha, the cosmic mind, the oval. And even before that, he arose from tapas, austerity. So he was in austerity phase. This is Lord Yama telling. So Lord was in austerity, and then he came in the form of cosmic mind, Hiranyagarbha. So he arose from austerity or tapas and entered into the cave of the heart along with the soul. So he also and then entered into the cave of the hearts. Whoever knows him attains Brahman. This is verily that. So Gurudev explains that this mantra speaks of the mystic significance of the term Tat. Tat means that. So Tat in the great utterance of Tat Tvam Asi. Thou art that. We are that. So Hiranyagarbha literally meaning golden womb. Is the source of all elements in their subtle and gross forms. Brahman, the Absolute, exists even prior to Hiranyagarbha or cosmic mind. He is the source and the sustainer even of the cosmic mind. So Brahman is the supreme, is beyond the Hiranyagarbha. He is the source of the Hiranyagarbha. He is the source of the cosmic mind. So Brahman, qualified by Maya, assumes the role of Ishvara. So as soon as there is Maya attached to Brahman, then he becomes God, the Ishwar. We keep saying God. God is Ishwar. Even that God is limited. Because whenever there is inhalation, the Mahapralaya, then all Devi Devatas are all gods, all enter into Brahman. But Brahman alone exists. So all, when God assumes Maya, then we call it Ishwar, God. So God in the causal plane. Hiranyagarbha, cosmic mind, is the astral plane. So God, Ishvara, creating everything, like when we say Shiva, Lord Shiva, Lord Mahadev. So all these come to this God we call, and they are still at that level, the causal plane. But beyond the causal plane is Brahman. So Hiranyagarbha is the cosmic mind, which is the astral plane, mind, sense, intellect. And Virat, cosmic physical form, in the physical form, Virat, that when, like Lord Krishna, he showed his real looks, real Virat, big, huge, humongous form. So, cosmic physical form in the physical plane. The same Brahman qualified by avidya or ignorance assumes the role of pragya, the sleep subject. In the sleep state of consciousness, Tejasa, the dream subject. In the dreaming state of consciousness is Tejas. So how God, after coming into Hiranyagarbha, he assumes all other levels also. So he is the avidya or ignorance. That same Brahman qualified by avidya or ignorance assumes the role of pragya, the sleep subject, in the sleep state of consciousness. And that same Brahman, Tejasa, in the dream subject, in the dreaming state of consciousness, and Vishwa, the waking subject, in the waking state of consciousness. When an individual becomes free from avidya, he discovers that his physical body is the body of Virat, cosmic physical form. His astral body is the body of Hiranyagarbha, or the cosmic mind, and his causal body is the body of Ishvara, the divine being. Having risen above the veil of ignorance, an aspirant crosses the illusion of Maya and realizes I am that. So over the process, over the time, slowly, we reach that state of realization of I am that. The Brahman, who is the basis and reality behind all this creation, existing in physical, astral, and causal planes, has entered into the cave of the heart, as it were. He is the reality hidden in the heart and is revealed by the practice of austerity, meditation, and spiritual inquiry. Since Brahman reveals himself through austerity, he is figuratively described as arising from austerity. The knowledge of Brahman consists of discovering the essential identity between this, the individual soul, along with the world process, and that, the absolute self. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Let us pray for all beings. Om Sarvesham Swastirvavatu, Sarvesham Shantirvavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet, Asato Ma Sadagamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Jai Jai Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Sarvapitra Brahma Prasanno Bhava. Om Sarvapitra Brahma Prasanno Bhava. Om Sarvapitra Brahma Prasanno Bhava. O Lord Krishna, we offer these punyas at the holy lotus feet. May the punyas of this Srimad Bhagavad Gita Satsanga reach each and every being. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This is Swami Lalita Priyananda from Sacramento, California. Hari Om Tat Sat.